Good morning, chat. How you guys doing? Welcome to this Elysium. Last time we managed to find what seems to really be the killer this time. And the murder weapon. And we ended the stream just after we encountered the phasmid. Which I have no idea how it's tied to the main story. But it got me thinking. It's funny that every time I think that Kim said something like, "Oh, you should leave this side task. It's not related to the case." And every time we told him, "I don't know, Kim, it might be related to the case." And every time it seems to be. Remember the shot on the statue? For example?
The creature stands on long stilt-like legs, antennae hanging from its head like a woman's hair, white and curled at the tips. It is no more than 5 steps away from you. Reed-like tufts stick out of its joints. As the insect moves its forearms, it produces a faint hiss, like a reel-to-reel machine spinning after the tape breaks.
Whisper, this is the Insulindian phasmid.
It is.
The lieutenant whispers behind you. You hear the familiar ring of his jacket unzipping slowly, painstakingly so.
You glance over your shoulder. The lieutenant holds a piece of milled aluminium. He begins to pull it open extremely carefully.
Oh!
It's the camera.
No, the flash will scare the creature off. Warn him now.
Flash is loud. It won't like that.
We need a photo. No one will believe us.
Continues to pull the lens open.
From the corner of your eye, you see a sudden cascade of motion ripple through the phasmid's limbs. A series of ultrasonic clicks fills your ear.
I am not palatable. Do not eat me. I am afraid.
Oh, I'm not gonna eat you, no! You're fascinating! I just wanna take a picture of you. Maybe touch you? Okay, take the picture. It's afraid. Stop now.
I won't be one of those fools who didn't take a picture.
He has stopped fiddling with the camera, but does not put it down.
You see the phasmid turn to him, its mandible antennae reaching out. Its motions are quick, sudden.
Who cares what they think, Kim? Just listen to me. No, whisper.
Understood. Of course.
He says with a nod.
The spindly mechanism turns itself back to you, its antennae taking their measure of the air. Slowly.
Right, I'm not gonna risk it anymore. Approach carefully.
Slowly, with your breath held, you take 2 small steps toward the phasmid. The creature lets out a series of ultrasonic clicks that swarm around your head like swallows. Sweat drips from your brow, soaking your chest. You reek of it, your chemicals.
Oh. Hope I don't intoxicate the
The
phasmid.
tracheal system on the creature's abdomen expands in front of you to take in and expel air. It's smelling you. Hissing and clicking, it extends its mandible-like antennae to greet you. You're right below it now, looking up at the colossal chitin of its white limbs. The head of the creature is crowned by reeds, and its eyes are like small droplets of water.
Look behind you. It's smelling me. Raise your hand slowly. Hello, I'm Harry. I don't really know who I am. Whisper. Okay, can you take the picture? Wait. Hold on a second. It's smelling.
Maybe it is real. The pheromone.
Alright. I still have it. The lieutenant smells the gate.
The insect's head is crowned with reed-like scales, the shape
I
of
still
seed
reek of the
heads.
pheromone.
They rustle as the air moves. The ventricles at its abdomen continue expanding, like lunglets. Breathing you in, your sour, greasy semiochemicals on the breeze.
Raise your hand slowly. Wait, how is the cryptozoologist hoping to capture one of these guys in such small traps? No wonder he never caught one. You need like a whole container, a shipping container.
The insect stops its stridulation, seeming to observe you. Below its crown of reeds, little pinprick eyes detect motion, glittering. The world stands still around you. Suddenly, there is silence.
No, stop. Be afraid.
Why?
The invertebrate comes back to life,
I don't want to scare
stridulating.
it.
Sets of complex eyes follow you, moving in tandem on either side of the insect's small head.
Hello, I'm Harry. I don't really know who I am.
No reply. A total ancient silence comes from its mouth, along with what appears to be some kind of foam. The stridulations of its limbs continue all around you.
Stand on your tiptoes and look more closely.
You were right. Little bubbles form on the mouth parts of the creature, on its segmented lower lip. It looks to be foaming, slowly. The foam is white, then yellowish.
What does that mean? Does it have rabies? Gimme, it's foaming.
Careful. It may be poisonous.
Oh,
The foam slowly turns a darker shade, like burnt caramel, as the insect moves its mouth parts, masticating. The little bubbles begin to burst, one by one.
tell me, what are you doing? Is this supposed to be directed to the insect?
I exist.
Oh, oh, sounds so cute. I exist too. Is this a dream? What is happening? What exactly are you? Yeah, I exist too.
Tell me what it's like for you.
Fire burning, it's wunderbar. Until, if I tell you what will happen. Fire burning seems appropriate, yeah.
Fire? Where?
Inside, in the city, all around.
I do not have fire inside me. In me, there is not even blood, but lymph, like sap from a wine palm. Now, I will tell you what it's like for me. For me, it is a series of half-lit images, a kind of darkness, being intruded upon, transient, dim, moist,
Intruded upon by what?
shapes of plants and animals, and internal sensations, a swarm of sounds, tiny vibrations on the inside of my forearms, all speak of complexities totally beyond my understanding. I am at the end of a narrow funnel, weightless, so light, it only feels like something to be me. In truth, perhaps I'm nothing. I certainly do not have a soul, and if I did, it would never burn.
How would you say that? You're the type of animal I would like to be. I'm glad to be me, an incredibly sensitive instrument. What is happening to me right now?
Few of us can begin to imagine the horror of you, with all of creation reflected in your forebrain. It must be like the highest of hells, a kaleidoscope of fire and writhing glass. Eternal damnation.
Yeah, well, it has a fun side too.
Even when you're sleeping, and when you wake, you carry it around on your neck, with eyes open that cannot help but swallow more behind the mirror. I feel great, mute empathy for you.
See how I changed my mind? I want to be you? Well, I mean, not really. I do like being a human. It was very disorienting at first, but I'm keeping my shit together. Yeah.
That must be incredibly hard. The arthropods are in silent and meaningless awe of you. Know that we're watching. When you're tired, when the vision spins out of control, the insects will be looking on, rooting for you.
Thanks? That sounds ominous.
And when you fall, we will come to raise you up. Bud from you, banner-like, blossom from you and carry you apart in a sky funeral, in honor of your passing. But not me, because I'm just a leaf eater.
Well, I am a detective.
So am I.
Oh,
I was born to detect sucrose rewards and semiochemicals. What were you born to detect?
killer. Wait, circles, rewards, and semiochemicals? Yeah, also.
I can also detect pheromones. The ones on you tell me that you will not beat me, and that I will benefit from your closeness. In short, I love you.
Oh, oh my god, it loves us. I want one. Is this a dream? What is happening?
No, you are awake. I am real. Light is forming me. This is real.
Where does this come from? All of this around us? The world?
Not even the birds know that. Not even the water lily.
Not even the water lilies. Well, if they don't know, who would? We need to know. Perhaps it's sent to us by a god. And all we can do is beat our fists against it, day after day, with no answer. We need to know.
I think we should eat it. If it's a leaf, you can put it in your mouth. Or read. Yum yum.
Eat it. What, the world?
Wait, so
So, you look like a reed, and you eat reeds.
Yes, they don't mind.
Have you accidentally eaten another reed phasmid?
Yes, I once cloned myself and ate the little ones.
Oh,
It was winter, and I woke up at the wrong time. It was an accident.
no. Cloned yourself? What exactly are you?
I am an unknown species of the order Phantasmadia, endemic to the Insulandia Insula. For the last 350 years, I have hidden in plain sight, masquerading as the reeds, molding, cloning myself, unfolding at night to play with trash bins and boys.
Play with them? Wait. Did the phasmid open the boil of Glacier and took all the documents out?
it may have unknown, dangerous biochemical characteristics that help it maintain its camouflage.
I went unnoticed by the first settlers and the land surveyors of the suzerain. Also, by the soldiers of the revolution and the officials of the occupation. Even the Seminese islanders who came here first, but did not stay, have not seen me. I have stayed hidden through 4 forms of government and 2 scientific revolutions, until I was accidentally discovered by a detective of the citizen militia in Rebelshaw, district of Martinez, March 51.
Wait, what about Lena? Do you think this is the same phasmid that she saw as a kid? Are you poisonous?
Yes, I do not have a starter display, so I use a neurodegenerative element to aid in camouflage. Do not worry, it is only destructive over long periods of time.
The deserter. He's been here for a long time.
That's insane.
No, you are.
Huh?
The moral of our encounter is, I am a relatively medium life form, while it is you who are a total extreme madness.
Really?
A volatile senior nerve system ominously new to the planet.
So all of this, talking to inanimate objects, the phasmid, the hangman, part of my madness.
The Pale too came with you. No one remembers it before you.
Hmm?
The Nidarians do not. The radially symmetrics do not. There is an almost unanimous agreement between the birds and the plants that you are going to destroy us all.
Wait, what do you mean you? Me specifically or us as a human species? Pale is human-made?
It is a nervous shadow cast into the world by you, eating away at reality. A great, unnatural territory. Its advent coincides with the arrival of the human mind.
I don't have that kind of power.
You're a violent and irrepressible miracle. The vacuum of cosmos and the stars burning in it are afraid of you. Give me enough time, you will wipe us all out and replace us with nothing. Just by accident.
How?
We suspect it will be something like the oxygen holocaust that wiped out anaerobic life 2.6 billion years ago, when organisms first started breathing. Only much worse.
Instead of air, you exhale thoughts. There are no trees that eat thoughts.
What do you mean I exhale thoughts? Where's Hal?
Everything your eyes touch goes back there, behind the nose mirror. What if you blink? Are we still here? Please don't blink. What if he misplaces us all one day, or just forget?
Blink quick. Have I always thought this way? But I want to blink and undo 12 billion years of matter expansion. I've already forgotten the whole world once, when I drank too much.
So it is already happening. Soon, one of you will close your eyes and open them to see that none of this ever existed.
This is surely just my sick brain talking, right? Kim, am I having a violent epileptic seizure?
It doesn't look like that, no.
What does it look like?
You're just staring at it.
Then I think I'm having a vision about the final fate of mankind.
Okay. Is it somehow related to the case?
Here we go again. Everything is related to the case, Kim. Sort of? No, I told you what it's about, our fate. The case? The case is meaningless compared to this. Laugh nervously. I have totally transcended the case. Oh god. What if I'm just descending deeper into madness? No, you know what?
I think we should
Let's
take
do
the
this.
picture, and then you should back away from the unstudied species.
Yes, sir, I have to say goodbye now. I have no more thoughts, that was all.
No, there is one more.
No, there are no more thoughts. Of all the creatures I've met, you're the kindest. Of all the creatures I've met, you're the scariest. Of all the creatures I've met, you're the most beautiful. It is very beautiful. And I'd say it's the kindest.
Thank you. I also have one more thing to say to you before you go. That woman, turn from the ruin. Turn and go forward. Forever show.
You don't want me to go to that dream again? I'll try.
She was held on Earth. It doesn't take a 3-meter stick insect to tell you that.
Whisper, okay, Kim, take the picture.
Okay.
With a slow ring of metal, the lieutenant slides the lens open and raises it to eye level.
There is no change in the insect's motion while it's being aimed by the camera. It remains fixated on you.
In 3. If it moves, you jump back. I'll shoot. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
The shrill flash of the camera cuts the air like the blade of a sword. The phasmid freezes in its bright light. Head turned toward the lieutenant. Hypnotized by the flash, it stands frozen before you. The sweat on your arms feels cold as ice, as if you're frozen as well, in the shadow of this great statue of chitinous marble.
Hey, Master. Good morning, man.
I got it.
Hey, we got a picture of the Phasmid.
Immortalized.
Slowly reach out and touch the creature's whisker. Carefully pet its scythe-like forearms. Touch the whisker.
The antennae hang from a great height. With your hand shaking, you barely touch the tip of the left whisker. On contact, the chitin curls into a spiral, like the tip of a poison ivy. Its touch on your fingertip feels cold, ticklish. The sensation is electrifying, resounding through your body. It is surprisingly delicate, the curly end of the whisker, like a young vine. It's even a bit wet. Looks like someone's got hurt in a fight. This antennae is much smaller than the other one.
Be careful, detective. It's moving.
Look at your finger.
You were right. It glistens with some kind of moisture. The creature in front of you stays frozen.
Lick your finger? No. No, 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 no. Whiskers close to the mouth, right? Bubbling with poison. I don't think it's a good idea. Carefully pet its side-like forearms.
The limb
I
before
spill
you
my
is
drink.
incredibly light, like eggshell.
Hey,
It's
pineapple.
much lighter than a reed. You feel a soft push could tip the creature over. Its hollow exoskeleton collapsing.
Collapsing. It's much lighter than a reed. You feel a soft push could tip the creature over. Oh, okay. Don't worry about it. Have you pineapple? Better to lick finger with. Yeah. So we just learned that this creature is slightly poisonous. You know, nothing that would kill you immediately. But I think I got some of that poison on my finger and I have an option to lick it.
Warning.
So, yeah, no. Run your hand on the slender limb higher. I don't want to tip it over. Oh, put your hand
A
away.
sudden shiver passes the limb. Looks like the creature is awakening. Wave by wave from its stupor. Some sort of countdown process is happening. That's all you have time to think.
We got it!
Another shudder pulses through the creature's limbs. It jolts back to life, like a record continuing where it left off, in a swaying, praying motion. Even the small black pearls of its eyes do not stray from you.
Disengage
As you're
slowly.
turning away, the Phasmid mirrors your movements, stepping on the water, the long limbs carrying its feather weight without breaking its surface.
Unbelievable.
And
We got it.
just like that, it's gone, skating away across the sea's calm mirror like a skipping stone, leaving nothing but circles on the water. And something under it, in the place it stood, bobbing there, among the reeds, a collection of items.
It's gone.
The lieutenant looks north with its hand raised to his brow. He can walk on water?
Apparently, yes. Like a water strider. Only, I've never seen anything like that in my life.
Me neither. What's that in the reeds?
Looks like a nest of some sort. We should have a look.
Now.
What now?
The old man behind you repeats suddenly. He's put his hand into the ash. It's dirty and black.
Our suspect is not looking so good. We need to check on him.
Yeah, first the item. helmet. There with a T500. Oh, like that mercenary. And his sniper. What's this? Evidence? Classiest passport. Give me this. Give me this. Found her passport. This well-traveled passport with visa stamped in it is issued by the Republic of Oranje. You found it in the Phasmid's nest on the island. You can open it for more details.
This passport, issued by the Sovereign Republic of Oranje, is issued to a black-haired woman called Katarzyna Alazie.
Classia's hidden documents. From the empty boy.
Look at the photo.
It's Klasia, with short black hair and glasses. She looks boyish, younger somehow.
What was this doing in the Phasmid's nest?
Maybe our man, Mr. Dross, took it from Classia's, or whatever her name was. Hiding place, or...
Perhaps for some blackmailing plan? Or maybe the Phasmid took it. I sensed it. I saw something open the boil with spindly legs? We didn't.
like a magpie? What a coincidence. Then it would also have collected the other objects, which would be highly unusual. I can see how the helmet could wash up on the island, and the scope. Maybe Mr. Dross lost it, but to seek this out would be very unusual behavior for an arthropod.
A curious octopus would do something similar, or even a cuttlefish.
Perhaps it was curious, like an octopus.
An octopus belongs to a very different class. It's not even an insect, it's a mollusk. But yes, I see your point.
It says Katarzyna Alazie.
She said it would be for Anouk Meyer-Smith. Anouk Meyer-Smith.
Katarzyna Alazia was supposed to be her real name, where Klasia comes from. Remember? God damn it.
Katarzyna Alazie was supposed to be her real name. She lied to us.
Yes, somehow she managed to lie to us. One more time.
Yeah.
In a way, she's still lying to us right now.
What's her real name then?
I don't know. But it's
But
not
do we care?
Katarzyna Alazie or Klasia or Anouk Meyer-Smith. We didn't even scratch the surface with her, detective. Perhaps it's better that we didn't arrest her. Who knows what hell she'd be raising in my district by now.
The winds are silent. The streets are empty of her. She is no longer in the city of Revachol.
Put the passport away. The weapon? Not equipable. Wait, what is this? A common 30mm sniper scope, attachable to almost any bolt action 446 caliber. Oh, that's a scope. It uses an older style non-dotted range-finding reticle. Seaweed is still stuck on the lens, and it's suffered water damage from its time in the Phasmid's dowry. How is the scope detached? What was it doing at the Phasmid's possession? About this helmet? Half-light and mine suggestion. Okay. Inspect the Phasmid. Phasmid is gone. Check up on the deserter. Sure. And oh my god, we've got so many points. What do we have? In that coordination, rhetoric. Oh my god, please just... Yeah, call down. Rhetoric and coordination. Rhetoric, where are you? Uh-huh. And let's go a little bit here. And what do we actually have left? Volition. And I can't unlock the empty. Let's go volition. It's a very physical. I don't even remember which one of these we actually finished and which one's a bug. I'm just gonna keep these two. Are you okay, my man?
What is it? What do you
Jordan
want
looks
from
a bit
me?
confused.
I can't go.
Something is very wrong with him now.
Sir, how could you not see the phasmid?
See.
He stares at the reeds and falls silent.
Mr. Dros?
The man does not respond. He keeps staring, black eyes glazed over and bulging from their sockets, his gap-toothed mouth shaking. Like an addict of some terrible substance.
Snap your fingers under his nose.
A light shiver passes him, followed by nothing. His hands are trembling, and he breathes slowly.
He's going into some kind of psychomotor immobility. The good news is, this solves our transportation problem, doesn't it, Mr. Dros?
How come?
The trembling mouth appears to sigh.
Between this and the broken tire he's used for a boat, I think it's safe to leave him here, while we go and get help. It will need to be medical first, I'm afraid.
Right? What has happened to this man?
Old age and shock.
He looks at him, then you. I think it's the phasmid.
Yes, the arrest and the appearance of the phasmid, the combined stress. But you think it's something more than that, don't you?
Quite a few things about that health check you did on him make sense now.
He couldn't see it, Kim. It's just the reeds for him. Before, when I evaluated his state, he seemed strangely animated. I think he's addicted to that thing. It's definitely toxic, the phasmid. It told me it is. He's been here for a long time. Who knows how much of it in its company.
Like a drug?
He has displayed addict behavior, and not just to painkillers.
His pupils appear to be dilated. They still are.
Before we evaluated his state, he seems strangely
He
animated.
was energetic and articulate. After all these years alone, with little hygiene or medication, I would expect worse.
Perhaps this animation is induced by something in the phasmid?
It does not seem to be animated now it's left. Honestly, I'm ready to believe anything at this point. Maybe it is psychoactive. I mean, why not? It's 3 meters tall.
At this point, he's ready to accept anything, right? It's definitely toxic, the phasmid. It told me it is.
Told you?
Yeah.
Yes, good. During your long staring match.
Yes.
I understand.
He couldn't see it, Kim. It's just the reeds.
That could be part of the shock. But you're right, something is off here. Mr. Dros,
No response.
Maybe this is how the phasmid has stayed hidden all these years.
then how did we see it? Oh, you mean, whatever does this, does it over time? Teenagers, kids, drunks, sightings are brief, and hence not credible. But anyone who spends a long time with it.
Yes, you forget it's here. Huh. Huh.
Mr. Dros, have you ever seen a stick insect pretending to be the reeds.
The old man stutters.
The doctors will have to look at this. I hope your station has better medical personnel than 57. This is a little advanced for a nurse.
I don't think my station would have better personnel than yours, man. He's been here for a long time. Who knows how much of it is in his company?
He did seem distressed when it finally came to arresting him. Like he didn't want to leave this place. And the insect, maybe. I have absolutely forgotten to take notes. I hope I remember all of this. This will be one hell of a report. Thank God we have the photo.
No one would believe you without it.
Found some things in the phasmid's nest, Mr. Dross.
He stares into the reeds. Your words don't stir anything in him. Perhaps you should.
Show him the ceramic helmet, show him the Oranese passport, show him the sculpt.
I lost.
You lost it, Mr. Dross?
He turns his eyes to the reeds again, as he's done so many times. Beige and white stripes.
He lost the scope. Then it somehow made its way over there. With the help of a magpie phasmid.
Lieutenant observes the lens sparkle in your hand.
This sight is a T9, Mr. Dross. Was it attached to the rifle when you made the shot?
Silence. Not even a sigh.
Show him the passport.
No reaction. His breathing is slow, and he appears very old all of a sudden. Around 80. This is an
Wasn't
old
he
man
always that?
at last. No longer a tin soldier, but the broken down remains of a man.
Did you take this passport and other papers from a boy on the coast?
The spirit.
He hears us. The spirit?
He's talking about the phasmid?
No reply. He's gone again.
Try something else? We got him back for a moment.
Show him the ceramic helmet.
Nothing. Just dull staring. Not even rage left, wherever he is. The last embers have gone out. The war is over.
I'm going to let you rest now, Mr. Dross.
The plastic cape flaps around his face in a gust of wind. His back is slouched and his mouth open. The strength has all gone out of him. Just frail old bones in a sack of tracksuit trousers and a windbreaker.
Hang tight.
We should think about getting back to the mainland. To get help. He'll be safe here. If we don't take too long.
Don't you think one of us should stay with him, maybe?
The old man stares.
I have the feeling that by the time I come back with medical help, he'll be dead. Use the boat to return. Still that thing with Kuno and... Am I a la puta madre espion? How the fuck am I supposed to know? Right, yeah, maybe if I don't... Maybe if I don't take too long, maybe we'll save him. Please, 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 don't. Enough people died already.
The skiff is swaying on the waves by the dock.
Let's return to the mainland.
Let's. We are done here.
He says, adjusting his glasses as he looks out over the water.
The skiff rocks gently under your weight as you get in. The ride back is uneventful and quiet,
No boombox?
but for the sound of conversation on the water, there is someone inland waiting for you. You reach the jetty and climb out of the skiff.
Lillian? I mean, who else?
Look what the tide brought him.
Hi. Was this my partner or my boss?
Harry, you're bleeding all over the place. You're half dead.
I'm fine, what do you mean?
Whatever this is, it is
Only
completely
got my cock shot,
unimportant
nothing much.
compared to what you've just seen. This is the man with sunglasses from the Whirling in Rags.
Oh,
But where are
it
his
is?
sunglasses?
And where's the girl? Wait, you're the man with the sunglasses.
That's right. And you're bleeding.
No one else seems bothered by my bleeding.
Bothered by it.
Yeah, bothered by it. Hey, we're getting raided! Arco Meister, welcome in, man. Welcome in, Raiders. How's your stream? Hello. Hey, Ivan. Good morning, dude. Oh, you're playing Hollow Knight. Awesome. I actually plan to play Hollow Knight soon, after a couple of more games. Just after a couple more games. Trying to put it in the next lineup. Hello, Turtle. Ex-Turtle. Hello. I said they should rate Syrian. Thank you so much, Ivan, and thank you, Raiders, for coming in. How's Hollow Knight, man? Is this your first playthrough? I've actually tried it twice. Yeah, I tried to start it twice, and every time I played for a couple of hours and I got lost and I left it, but this time I banned on doing it. Because so many people have told me how great of a game it is. Hey, thank you for the follow, Akemeister. Sounds like a skill issue. It is, Ivan. It is a skill issue. Actually, it's a whole new skill, depending on how you look at it. It's the skill of getting lost. Which is odd, because I usually don't have that one. Thank you for the follow, X-Turtle. Welcome to the channel. So, a little bit about myself. I'm Anthro. I'm a variety streamer, and here we play all kinds of video games. I assume you're a variety streamer too, right? We've played all sorts of fun shit, sad shit. We played Baldur's Gate, we played Deus Ex, we played Resident Evil, we played Dead Space. Any types of game, really, with few exceptions. Variety indeed, yeah. I think the only one we don't cover is RTSs. And currently we're doing Disco Elysium. Almost at the end, actually. I think very interesting, very important things are about to happen. Have you played Disco Elysium?
Oh, fuck it. Let's not get into that.
Forget about all this. There's a giant. Are we gonna tell him about the Phasmid?
We're not forgetting about anything. Look at you.
Now you care about me? Where were you 1 week ago? Who are you people?
Hello, Trent Heilestam. I believe we've met on several occasions.
I'm your goddamn partner, Jean Vicomar, and this is your special task force. Or what's left of it.
Wait, I came with them?
Special Consultant Trent Heidelstam, Battle Officer Judith Minot.
Hi.
Hi, why didn't you say something earlier?
We've come to scrape what's left of you after pavement. Lieutenant Kim Kisuragi, Prison 57. We've just come from the island, where our investigation led us.
The scene is making even him feel as though he has to justify your actions.
We might need your help with something later.
He is suddenly regaining his confidence.
As if he recalled that he's in fact a decorated police lieutenant and not a naughty boy.
But this is clearly a departmental matter, so I'm going to leave you to discuss it among yourselves.
No. Kim is my best friend. He stays. Thank you, Lieutenant. Way to feed into the wolves. No, Kim, you've gotta have my back. Let's destroy them. That's a harsh way to put it. I don't want to destroy them. I just want to explain to them that everything is fine. I actually need their help, but not with me, not with my body. There's an old man that needs medical attention.
It's good to meet you, Lieutenant Kitsuhagi.
Letting the lieutenant know he shouldn't feel embarrassed over the shitstorm that's about to befall you.
Yeah, I want him here. What is this about?
Ari, we want to help you. Trant, I believe this is where you come in?
I don't quite know what I'm doing here. I was asked to participate as an expert. I think I need to manage your expectations a little. I'm at best an enthusiast in cognitive science. My background is in something else entirely. I engage in neurology on a merely theoretical level. In fact, I should probably get going.
No, Trant, it's too late. You're part of this shit now. What
Why
have
did
you
they
got
brought
to
him
say for
along?
yourself, shit kid?
Shit kid. What an interesting moniker.
Did you just call me shit kid? What's a shit kid?
You. Shit kid, that's you.
Maybe
What the fuck? You
you've
don't know
deserved
me?
it.
What did I do? How did you know I was here?
The cafeteria manager you fucked over told us where you went.
After all that Sylvie stuff, he betrays me. I saved his establishment and still he betrays me? Turn to face the general direction of the whirling and yell, "Damn you, cafeteria manager! You've betrayed me for the last time!" Yeah, I understand. Okay, Garth told you.
And people on the street helped us too, with your whereabouts.
Mm-hmm.
You're a
I
legend
guess I'm
among the
pretty famous
drunks,
by
Harry.
now.
A legendary local drunk.
So I've heard. I think it's self-explanatory. No, it really isn't. I mean, I've done some harsh things. I've had some drunken rages. But the fuck do they want with me? Now, I've been calling them on day one. Remember? I've been calling my precinct, and they all called me a drunkard, laughed at me. I mean, I obviously needed help. They're here now? What do you want? You aren't a man with sunglasses at all. You're not even blonde. You never told me you're not the horse-faced woman. So, Trent Hiddleston turns out to be Special Consultant Trent Hiddleston. You mentioned the task force?
Yeah, Major Crimes Unit, under Lieutenant Dubois and Vicomar. Ring any bells?
Are we being nice or are we being an asshole? I am trying to be nice to whoever deserves it. And likewise being an asshole to assholes. For example, yeah, who's the biggest asshole in the whole game? Hint, it's not me. I'm only the second biggest asshole. Major Crimes Unit under Lieutenant Dubois and Vicomar? That second one, no. Refresh my memory, who else is in this?
Refresh your memory? It's a goddamn Major Crimes Unit. There's you, me, Jude, Trent fucking Hiddleston, and Guillaume Baby.
I'm technically just a civilian advisor.
Why didn't this guy mention anything when we met him?
Oh, fuck you. You're part of this shit show.
Yeah, first, who's Guillaume Baby?
Oh, that's an interesting story, actually. Guillaume Bevy is a police reporter who joined our team. He was really good. Then he left because he lost faith in your ability to lead the unit.
But I am leading the unit.
Other people have left too. Good, smart people. People we won't get back. Only me and this really patient patrol officer are still here. And Tron because I'm forcing him to stay.
Okay, listen, at this point, if so many people are leaving, good people are leaving because of me, why am I still leading the force? Like, why am I not being fired, demoted, at least?
Is this Guillaume Bevy blonde and partial to sunglasses?
See? There. He's getting it. I was impersonating him. Look at me, I'm G-Bevy. It was going to be funny, but then you really did have brain damage. So not so much anymore.
Okay, so what does that unit do?
It's a major crimes unit. We clear the desk of cases so Precinct 41 doesn't look like the worst station in town. We are shit tier now, Harry. Because of you.
The 41st isn't...
Shows of not wishing to finish the sentence. Where have you been all this time?
Where have we been?
Yeah,
We've been
I was
fucking
working the
off
case.
as far as I remember. You told us to fuck off. You said we're cramping your style. Your detective god. Fuck everything. All we burn. Detect or
Seriously?
die.
I am obviously drunk? Was obviously drunk and or out of my mind. I'm borderline insane. I need help. And what do people do? They listen to me and they just fuck off. What the F? You're supposed to be my partner. Act like one. All will burn, satellite officer. Make no mistake about it. Why didn't you detect or die then? Why would you leave a literal police god? I said all those things. I'm not like that anymore.
Yes, you're sorry. You're the sorriest cop who ever lived. Nothing has changed, Harry. I've heard this repentance shit a million times over.
Duped again. No one's who they say they are. So... Trent turns out to be special consultant.
Yes, I'm Trant Heilestam. I never said I wasn't Trant Heilestam.
What was up with
Shut
the kid
up
then?
and take my money.
Hey, Scarba! Thanks for the resub, man. Good morning, Scarba. How's your day? So what are you, special consulting here? Yeah.
Mikhail?
Yeah?
Mikhail is my son.
Yeah? What's up with all the interesting history spying on me?
No, I was just interested in the Feld building and the Martinez beachhead. And Mikhail wanted to see Martinez. It was a coincidence.
So what are you special consulting here?
What indeed? I was asked to share my take on some of the more obscure theories developed in Königstein in the 30s. Like partial psychotraumatic amnesia, group personality theory.
Oh my god, man. Keep it with 12 words or short.
He's here to see if you're insane. He is smart. Let's move on.
I am insane though. But not that insane. I can manage. Starting with some instant mashed potato and huge mug of coffee. Wait, eat mashed potato for breakfast?
Without hesitation, sir.
Of course, sir. Hide the top of my head. Why, don't you like it? Hello. Who eats mashed potatoes for breakfast? Well, Scarba apparently. Isn't that too heavy? Breakfast.
The
I don't wanna
bells
point
aren't ringing
fingers.
because you have brain damage. Trant, this is where you
I
come
don't want
in.
to act
How
more
bad
insane
is
than
it?
I am.
Well, he doesn't have visible tremors, he talks without slurring, he can drive a boat, he's standing, reasoning. All good signs, but complete retrograde amnesia, episodic and semantic.
At least he's being honest.
Meaning, You forgot both who you are and the definitions of money, Isola, pound, and so on.
As displayed in the station call, our interactions with him, and I don't want to be a snitch, but also mine with him before when Harry did not seem to know who I was. It's all very interesting.
Interesting?
Yes, interesting. I have my theories, but I would like to hear Harry's thoughts first. Harry, what do you think happened to you? Neurologically, psychologically, and why not socioeconomically?
Oh man, well, neurologically, I killed half my brain, I think. Physiologically, I got drunk, like I never have before. That says something. And socioeconomically, I ruined my entire life with alcohol. Just something to fill my stomach up for a bit. Going to have to peel potatoes, cut up some ribs. Ribs? Onions? Cucumber, paprika for a soup? Wait, you just... For breakfast you're making ribs and mashed potatoes. Ribs! A bit better than instant noodles. Yeah, I'll... just a little bit. Really, yeah. Ribs and potatoes or instant noodles. Practically the same thing. By socioeconomically, you think I'm so poor I lost my memory?
Not when you phrase it like that. But I don't think critical theory... I know everyone thinks this is far-fetched pink academia, but still. I don't think it should be off the table here.
Okay.
What? He lost his memory because of capitalism?
No, not like that. I'm not talking vrede for school here. But Harry, I asked you, what do you think happened?
I drank so much I lost my memory, and I'm now slowly recovering it. I made it all up, it was a fantasy, a stupid joke. I know what I am. It might have something to do with an anomaly in the church, a 2mm hole in the world. I mean, it's a thing that erases data. It's anti-existence. Why not erase my memory? But why would it erase my memory? The church so far away. At that specific exact point at the whirling in rags? I'm a highly experimental detective. This was a method I used to solve the case. And you know what? Even if it's not true, it worked. Usually I don't even eat anything for breakfast or lunch, only dinner. Yeah, same. Go buy a can and throw it into the soup. At least it's not baked beans. Oh, a can of baked beans? Well, surely you have space for just one can of bean. Do it! Something so sad happened to me that I couldn't be me anymore. It was a defense mechanism. Huh. Capitalism. Capitalism fucked me beyond all recognition. Trant is right. Though it's not capitalism, so we can cross that off the list. You lefty dink. Baked beans look weird. How else are you going to eat beans? Well, I have eaten beans in two ways. Baked or in a soup. But I don't think I've eaten baked and soup. But you can try it. I drank so much I lost my memory and I'm now slowly recovering it.
He is. He's getting better. And I can confirm that he drank a lot of alcohol prior to it happening.
I believe he drank. People do that, especially this one. What they don't do is forget their whole life because of drinking.
But Detective Vigmer, he has blanked out before.
I have?
Yes, a couple of times. after some of the more serious benders. One was after the two drunks case, the other when we looked into that mural.
What mural?
So you don't remember not remembering. Beautiful.
Wow.
The two cases in your ledger, the unsolvable case and the Next World mural, those were recent. Those cases were hard on you.
Interesting. So at first he dipped his toes into it, prepared. That's where he would have gotten the idea, yes. Practice. And then he used alcohol to get there, so to speak.
You mean I did it on purpose?
What do you mean?
Well, here's my theory. What if this is an absolutely normal reaction to the world we're living in? What if this is not a significant anomaly at all? Something to be explained, approached as a defect? Look at the sensory input here.
Yeah, what's the deal? Let's see. How does that affect me and the people around me? Sure, I trashed the room. I was being indecent in front of people, maybe scared some people off, but I did solve a very hard to solve case. And I was relentless the whole time. What if... Are you serious? What if this is the answer? That this is just my method? I drink myself into oblivion so I can become a better detective?
Look at the ruins, the neon. Listen to the radio, the multitudes, the people. Live here for 40 years. As a police detective, he's like a magnetic reader on the world tape, to borrow a known metaphor. Harry's been pushed flat against it. Total input. Hardwired to the free market. He just needed for its end.
Okay, Trent, thank you. That's absolutely meaningless. I'm glad we brought you. Will he or will he not be able to work in the major crimes unit? Is he a cretin now? I want to know that.
He's not a cretin, and he is able to do work. If not in his previous leadership role, then as a line detective.
I'm ready to lead again. Line detective is good for now. He's wrong, I'm too far gone for work. Fuck all of you, I don't want to be in your unit. Fuck you and I'll see you tomorrow. Why would you put noodles into bean soup? You freak. Why? Noodles in bean soup? Huh. Now that's very interesting. Wait, how come I've never tried something like that? How come we've never seen a meal like that? How come it's not that mainstream? I mean, beans are, and so are noodles. Why isn't there a mainstream dish with both noodles and beans? Because it doesn't work? Well, according to Ivan, it does. It's a regional dish. I think it's worth to be tried. Ivan is a freak in the kitchen. Wait, we won't know until we try, right? That's... Thank you, Ivan. Any more tips on how to cook noodles and beans? What else do you add? What spices? Depends on the type of noodles, though, and the type of beans. It's very specific. I'm just gonna experiment with whatever we have in the shop. I do think I'm ready to lead.
No one even mentioned that. I misphrased my question. It should have been, is he able to put his clothes on and use the body? Or do we need to get him on a disability pension?
They can keep that pension. You're rock solid. You can put your clothes on hard.
What now?
Now nothing. Now we're just going to stand here.
Really?
No. Now we discuss that. What the fuck did you do to a motor carriage? Why is it there, Harry?
Oh god. Hold on, in the ocean? Feign ignorance. It was stolen by Jacob Earl. I drove it into the ocean when I was drunk. I thought the killer would be underwater. He wasn't. Kill a sunset. I also jumped the canal, by the way. I don't know. I don't know what he's doing there. Yeah, I drove it there.
Ah, so refreshing. He just admits it. Thank you for your honesty. Thank you for destroying 45,000 real of police property that's coming out of everyone's payslip.
Nah, you can. You don't have to pay, guys. I'll
It
pay for
doesn't
it someday.
matter.
I was
Your badge,
slaving
Harry. Show me your badge.
in the police station until I'm dead. Show me your badge. Oh, this is all. Wait, my badge? I got my badge right here.
In a rush to demonstrate your badge, your eager fingers can't sustain a grip on the smooth plastic, and the badge slips out of your hand.
Come on, Carrie. Catch it.
Not today, badge.
Did I get my badge? Behold, my badge. The drama isn't necessary. I got the badge. All is well.
And your gun?
As if having your badge and gun are natural stakes, not achievements. What is it with all these material objects?
Gun. Giuseppe, gun? Gun? Completely normal phenomenon. The type of noodles is called almond. It wasn't beans? Then what was it? It was chickpeas. Ah! Are they the same word in your country? I see. Wait, what are chickpeas specifically? Wait, what? Nahut. Huh. So pasta with chickpeas. Stallman, not oven. Put some pork cracklings in the pan. Cook for a few minutes to get the fat out. Drop in the diced onions into the pan. Crack as many eggs as you want inside the pan. Season the egg as it gets close to getting done. Snap a few slices of cheese on top of the egg. Eat with black or white bread. I prefer black, and whatever condiments you want to put on top. I prefer a little ketchup, mayo, and horseradish paste. Well, yeah, I make the same thing, except instead of pork cracklings, I use bacon. You know what else is really nice? I make wonderful omelette with eggs, of course. So you crack 2 or 3 eggs for yourself, onion, ham, and Bulgarian white cheese. And this shit is delicious. You can also add some black pepper. You can also add some potato with the pork cracklings, and it will just do you up even more. Rice with boiled beans is also good. Oh my god. Man, I haven't eaten beans in such a long time. I should restock. My gun is right here. Show him the Villiers 9mm. Upgraded my gun to a rifle. Present the Triangle gun, badge, car. These are all things. Things don't matter. People do. Yeah, it's here.
He has it. And he didn't drop it. You look like a bum, Harry. Put that thing away before you kill someone.
Yes, Corb, of course. Did I kill somebody by accident like this before? I didn't lose my gun. I have my gun. So it doesn't even matter that I found my gun. I'm not drunk. I haven't started drinking again. But this is not a lie. I am not drunk. So what? I've had a little drink. Just a little bit. Extended time or extended slave speech time. This is not Not for debate, Scarbo. Not for debate. I tried not to, but I can't work as well without it. But what is this bullshit? I don't... It's not a lie. I'm not drunk.
You were never supposed to lose it in the first place. Not lost. Is your gun's natural state, you drunk bum. Well, you let the suspect escape, classy as something, because you were too drunk to assess a flight risk.
What were you three doing in the meantime? I want to ask.
We've read the reports.
Where were you?
Lieutenant Kitsuhagi's. We know.
Classius was some kind of spy from the Occident, specially trained. Not taking her in was the right thing to do. She gave a vital clue that led us to the island. Okay, I got duped there. She pulled one on me. Yes, I let her go as an act of mercy. That's just a small detail in a huge case you know nothing about. Yeah, what do you know about the case? That doesn't matter. None of it does. We're looking at the oxygen holocaust times a quadrillion. I have come to know the final fate of man and the universe. Stand bold it is? No, it's not. Shoot all of them. They obviously do not know the power of alcohol. And drugs. Don't forget drugs. Why do some people eat cake for breakfast? Because we can. One of the greatest things of being an adult, you know, to compensate for all the worries that come with adulthood, one of the great perks is that I can eat chocolate cake. I can go to the store right now, get myself a huge chocolate cake and just eat it. For breakfast, for lunch, for dinner, and no one can stop me. Yeah, I know I'm going to regret it though. I know I'm going to regret it big time. Let us do whatever the fuck we want since we couldn't when we were kids. Yes. That was just a small detail in a huge case you know nothing about.
Sure, if it's part of your master plan. Let's not even get into the other suspect who also escaped. Another detail.
Who's the other?
Or the fact that you're Everclear's little peony now, doing I don't know what for him. That's small-time stuff. That's nothing. That's a humorous anecdote.
Oh my god, bro, shut up! Kim, aren't you gonna say something?
Compared to the 7 people who were gunned down, the streets are literally red with blood, Harry. It was fucking mass murder.
He did everything he could. We did everything we could. The company hired and vetted mercenaries. Lieutenant Dubois got between them and the locals.
Yes.
He did so at considerable risk to his person. Remember, he was shot. We stopped an execution, not a negotiation. The loss of life was minimal compared to what it could have been.
Thank you. Thank you, Kim. Best bro ever. John is just a dick, bro. He's such a cock. Yeah, what he said. I also solved the case. It solved all of it. It was a massacre. We got wiped. Where the hell were you?
Don't make this harder for yourself.
Thank you for the input, Lieutenant Kitsuragi. I didn't mean to suggest you didn't handle the situation.
Well, that's what you said.
You've spent the week with him on this case. What is your take?
On the case?
Nah, on me.
On Lieutenant Geoffrey Dubois.
Where the fuck were they? These two, they appeared on day 2 or 3, I think, in the cafeteria, and they were standing there the whole time. Why? because I told them to fuck off in drunken rage. And they listened to me. These two, honestly, I might be a drunk good for nothing, but these two are the worst colleagues one could ever think of. And friends, you don't want these two people for friends. Or colleagues. Ah! What the fuck?
Well, the drinking, the lost gun, also losing his badge, that's all true. And he's been drinking on the job.
Just a little bit.
The man sighs deeply.
Then there's the self-flagellation issue. He likes to apologize, profusely, making it sound like he's guilty of at least first-degree murder. It's not a good communication strategy for an officer. It's worrying, especially in light of his political views. Detective Dubois is, as you may know, a fascist, a far-right
I'm not a
woman
fascist.
hater, and of course, also into race stuff, which for a police officer, not good.
Okay, hear me out. First of all, I'm not a fascist. A far-right woman hater is way too specific, and I also deny that. And also into race stuff, I mean, who isn't? If it's fun. Milk in bowl, heat up in microwave, or heat up the milk in a pot until it's a bit warmer than room temperature. Pour in the cereal, bit by bit. Stays crunchy the whole way through, and the warm milk sucks in more of the sugar from the cereal, enhancing taste. I don't like tasting just cold and crunch. I think it depends on the cereal. I've never had troubles with cereal. Yeah, I prefer it cold either, but I don't know. I guess it could work. How doesn't the cereal disintegrate?
And then there's the motor carriage in the sea, and the drugs, of course. Amphetamine, mostly. But despite all this, he is a great detective. One of the best I have seen, in fact.
Thank you, Kim.
He can talk human beings into telling him everything. And he doesn't stop. In all the time I've spent with him, he has not once stopped pursuing leads, however far-fetched and tangential. He is tireless, madly driven. Well, except that one
Like my
time
job.
when he stopped to sing karaoke, which, by the way, I have to disagree with you, Mr. Vicmar, was a valiant effort. He really sang his heart out.
Man, Kim is the best guy ever.
Okay, he did something.
Other than that one time, he has tirelessly worked on the case, and he solved it. We have a confession, a murder weapon, and the perpetrator.
Yeah.
Locked on the island right now, awaiting transportation. He apprehended a revolutionary brigade who stayed hidden for 50 years, ever since the revolution, who's probably committed other murders over those years. Oh, and he also discovered a new species.
Just to add it to the resume.
A new species?
Yup.
A colossal stick insect. It was on the island, camouflaged as the reeds. It unfolded from the reeds. I think we may be dealing with the Insulindian phasmid.
He takes out the photo and shows it to the officers across the yard. Thick white snow falls all around you. Flakes stick to the glossy photo of the phasmid. You hear gasps beneath the howling of the wind.
As you can see, it's about 3 meters tall. In fact, we think it may be the largest land invertebrate ever discovered.
Hosiana. From Boom Shakalaka, motherfucker. So as you can see, I'm a pretty okay detective and an absolutely giant fascist. I think it's better to just not say anything.
Fucking hell is that? Is this somehow connected to the case?
You'll be surprised.
Detective?
Boom, boom, boom. Yes. I believe the pheromone it emits may be responsible for the killer's mental degradation.
The old man was not aware of the phasmid's presence. Exhibiting a strange, atypical dementia, he fell into a stupor after its appearance. He became near catatonic.
So it is connected.
Speechless now, are you?
I must say, this is absolutely extraordinary. I don't even have words for it.
You.
Yes,
You.
it really does make it hard to fire the drunk.
Tired eyes follow the photo as the lieutenant puts it away.
This is a very, very sad man who has just seen something that's made him forget his sadness. Now you make your case. Now is the time. Now or never.
I also started a nightclub and a drug lab in the church. Just to snap him back into reality. He's starting to have too much faith in me, right? Also, the plasmid was female, the reeds are its nest. The killer? Lilianovich Droz. We have a strong motive for him.
Lilianovich. A revolutionary matronym.
Evolutionary matronym?
The custom started in Grad, where they have patronyms. Krasovich, Lasovich, etc. The revolutionaries saw this as a chauvinist atavism, so they used matronyms, derived from the mother's name instead. This man's mother was Lilian. His Lilian's son, Lilianovich. The custom was overturned after the revolution failed, but not before it made it to Revachol.
So, it is what a soldier of the ICM would be called.
Thank you, Trond. Thank you for that piece of cultural theory. You said you have a motive?
Of course, excuse me, I just thought it was noteworthy.
He wasn't quite sure about the straggler before he heard this detail. It must have convinced him.
Killed the mercenary in an act of jealousy. Killed the mercenary hoping to start a war between the company and the Union. Killed him in an act of rage induced by the phasmid semiochemicals. Actually, I'm not that sure if I have a motive. I had another thing. Yeah. Well, listen. I'm pretty sure when Edgar found him on that island 20 years ago, they made some kind of a deal. And I wouldn't be surprised if the deserter killed quite a few people over the years. Right? One of them was the previous, what's it called? Chief director? I don't know what's Everett's position. The woman before him, she got shot near the docks and fell into the sea, right? Killed the mercenary hoping to start a war between the company and the Union.
And it worked? He got a war going?
Yes, until we stopped it. He saw the mercenary as an ennemi combattant. There's plenty for prosecution to pick from, as far as motive is concerned. Also, we have ballistics from the gun, matching the bullet found in the dead mercenary's head, and 2 officers on the scene that Mr. Dross confessed to.
It's a clean win.
Oh, it's way more than that.
What? What do you mean? It's more than that, a perfect folding mechanism like the phasmid. It's way more than that, it will win me Dora back. It's my masterpiece, they'll teach this in cop school. I did all I could, every second was a struggle. I'm still not completely satisfied with it. It could be just a little neater.
Perfect folding mechanism. Get over yourself, Harry. I can still smell the booze on the wind.
God damn it. It is bad. Even you can smell it. Chin up. Keep focusing on the positives here.
Chin up, Lava. What else did we do? previous head of the Dubardieu Union was assassinated by our killer.
This is a conversation for when we are no longer out in the open. In Martinez, where Evrard and Edgar
Yeah,
Clare
he has
have
point.
ears everywhere.
And
He's
eyes,
right.
too. Your
Stupid of me.
return from the island must not have gone unnoticed.
Understood, of course.
I would prefer not to partake in anything Union-related, for political neutrality.
Well, you can still, you know, be there during discussion. You don't need to partake in it.
This has to be good stuff for him to backpedal out of it at first mention.
There was also a dead man on the boardwalk, a missing person I found.
Yes, yes. Fallen through a gap in a boardwalk. Drunk.
How did you know I found him?
The body was transported to Precinct 41, our morgue. I had Tilbrook and Mullins take care of funeral arrangements and family stuff.
You're not the only cop in the world, Harry. This all comes back to us.
Still,
Sure.
good work with the missing person, Detective.
I also looked into the mystery of the doomed commercial area.
I don't know what a doomed commercial area is.
Well, buckle up, buckaroo. Rue des Songes Lane 10, a commercial building where all businesses go bankrupt. I looked into it. The quirks turned out to be possibly anthroponetical, part of my larger investigation into Martinez itself.
I'm 100% sure it didn't turn out to be that.
Oh, but it
You
did.
know, get the amateur and troponetic 2mm hole shit. This isn't Paradox B. We're a police force.
Paradox B is a fringe science magazine published in Grad. Its mission is to explain theories like telekinesis and intra-esoleri how before they get out of hand. It doesn't look like the lieutenant wishes you to push this angle further.
Oh,
I don't know what a
I
doomed
want to.
commercial. Why? That's not what you were supposed to do here.
There was a fridge we needed and a possible witness. He was just chasing a lead and ended up advising a local shopkeeper. It was okay.
Of course. Call it community outreach, right?
Dodged the bullet there. For a moment, it seemed like you were just wasting time.
oh, I'm not. Okay. Also, the passenger was female. The reeds are its nest.
Female? What makes you think so?
You had to see it. It had the subdued colors of a female. And the nesting behavior too, I think.
Incredible. Were there eggs in the nest?
Nah.
Not as far as I could see.
I don't think it lays
were
eggs,
other
right? It
things
clones
there, though.
itself.
It's interesting time. Forget about the rest.
Well, that's what the voice is in our head told us. It doesn't mean it's true. It had gathered items in its nest, a helmet, a scope, and a passport. I think it reproduces by parthenogenesis. I think it emits a chemical that makes it look even more like the reeds. Yeah, I don't know what that is.
As in cloning itself? What makes you think so?
It told me. Observation.
Interesting. Then it is especially vulnerable to disease. A single strain of bacteria could wipe out the entire species. We're probably talking conservation efforts here.
It had gathered items in the nest.
Actually, you know, this would indicate it was a male. This is far from anything in my field, but I think such nests are called bowers. They are for attracting mates.
So that's why it was collecting stuff?
Bowers are
But if
built
they
by
clone,
males
if
of
they
the
reproduce by
species who
cloning.
can't afford colorful mating displays physically. This one was plain colored.
Of course, as I said, I'm only guessing. I didn't see it. It must be robust if it can move a whole helmet with its limbs.
I think it emits a chemical that makes it look even more like the reeds.
Yes. That would be a chiromone. A pheromone that's seemingly beneficial to the host. It usually stimulates the affected nervous system. Not a human's, of course, but perhaps a predator's?
Jean trying to fuck you up, but here we go. Went back on top and with full morale. Heck yeah. Jean doesn't scare me. Small dig energy coming from Jean. What kind of voice did it have? It talked to you? Yes, the Phasmid. The Phasmid talked to me. What kind of voice it had? Like a child. It sounded like a kid. Maybe a girl kid, but it could have been like a boy kid. It sounded like a wisp. You know? Like a forest spirit. Must be robust, could have been strong, say. Could have been a male. Bro, it was 3 meters tall. I guess it could carry a helmet, yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to tell. Really. You can Google it. It was really interesting with the sound effects that they put there. The perpetrator seemed intoxicated somehow, like an addict. It's just a hunch, but...
There are species of bees that, under the influence of chiromones, take wasp larvae to their hives. Ants do the same with aphids, thinking they're... Do you think this is how it stayed hidden?
Nothing is off the table. But I want to stress this. The find does not have to be connected to the case. The case is 100% prosecutable, without any chiromones.
Of course, Lieutenant. Of course. We should treat the case and the Phasmid as completely separate from each other. People are not going to...
They're not going to go for this speculation in the constabulary.
But... I guess. We only have a photo after all. Hey, Blemuzio, good morning, man. It had mandibles that looked like hair, and it was completely white on the inside.
Yes, but also reed-colored, beige and brown, a little green on the outside. After unfolding from a single stalk, it still retained parts that looked like reed tufts on its limbs.
Incredible. The PR value of this is exceptional. Carp discovers new species. Maybe even discovers the Insulindian Phasmid. No, that's too much.
This would really help with some of the problems we've been having.
Absolutely, this is great. This does not say vigilante murderers to me at all. This says science, news, human interest. You know, it's a really good thing you have that photo.
Without it...
You're doing good here. Perhaps only for a moment, but still.
Let me... Let me ruin my expectations about me real quickly. The Phasmid just only wants to exist, is all. He wants to live, doesn't really want to hurt other. Yeah, no. It doesn't want to. It doesn't want to kill anybody. No, it's completely harmless.
Actually, you didn't.
What do you mean?
I told them a police raid will sweep the church in 2 days.
Oh!
Which, by the way, it will. If they have any brains, they won't be producing in there.
Okay. When did you do this?
When you were out.
Why?
Because I'm a police detective, and manufacturing drugs is illegal.
Just a little bit. I mean, they didn't want to be manufacturing drugs like forever. Just as much as it needs to, you know, kickstart the whole club thing.
Wait. You tried to set up a drug lab?
Not I personally. I just look the other way, as they say.
No, he just let some youth set up a club in a church. They thought they could produce in there. They won't. The building was abandoned. It was an okay idea. Better than having them out on the ice.
He's really softening it up.
So what do you say? Wanna take this hot shit back?
I don't want to, but you discovered a new species and solved the murder.
I am doing my best.
So I have to. Jude,
Honestly, anything that ends this trial is okay with me.
Agreed. The public relations potential of this is too valuable to let go.
okay. We have vehicles in the square, and the perpetrator needs to be taken into custody. Let's go.
Wait, I have a few questions before we go about who I am.
The man looks westward, impatiently, jingling his car keys in his pocket.
Do you think they've been through this many times before? To this whole thing? Who am I? Why am I like this? Okay, am I a dirty cop working for La Puta Madre? Precinct 41, what kind of a station is it? The Phasmid, I need to tell Lena about this ASAP. Dan Kitsuragi, what will we do now? I'm ready and hold on. Okay, am I a dirty cop working for La Puta Madre?
No.
No? Because a suspect seemed to think...
You're too unstable to work for a mob boss. You're suicidal, Harry. No mob boss would take you.
Okay. Noted. Thanks, I guess. Outcorrect about what? Villainous? Oh, Scarba. It didn't sound like it was malevolent, it sounded like it was curious more than anything. What's this? You're talking about the Phasmid? Of course, absolutely depressed your character portrait looks like. Believe it or not, he used to be smiling and it looked worse. I managed to get that out. Isn't suicidal the best thing for a mob boss? Why? Because if somebody catches you, you just off yourself, no problem. So you won't be snitching. Huh. I guess there is a certain line of logic there. Take him in, make the guy do some fucked up shit for your own profit, have him take himself out without anybody knowing anything about you. In-game, right, Scarba? Obviously. Yeah, that's a great idea. That's, you know what? You should be consulting mob bosses. You should, like, offer your expertise to mob bosses all over the world. How they should run their operations. And you can like put them against each other. And because mafias obviously controlled their respective countries all over the world, putting the mobs against each other will effectively just spark a World War III. And then we can all be free of this misery. In-game. Of course. I'm an idiot. Yeah, sure. I'll become a concilior in-game.
I assure you, I wouldn't consult for a corrupt unit.
See? Trant knows it.
He would immediately backpedal out of it. I told you it's not that bad.
Why am I like this?
It's not a mystery. Some chick fucked you over. Also, you were drunk.
Wait, did this finish my task? Why isn't my task finished about... Am I a La Puta Madre peon? We're not. Right? Easy.
You really went with it too. Really maximized the damage.
Some chick? Who?
Dora something. Dora Ingelund.
Oh,
Yeah, You mentioned a name.
Not Dora Dubois.
Wait, Dora Ingerlund? So we weren't even married?
Something like that. Half Vazan.
What?
Vasa is where beautifully and impossibly blonde people come from.
No one is married anymore. This is Revachol.
When was this?
God, I don't know. 6 years ago, she was way before my time.
6 years and you haven't gotten over it. What the hell is wrong with you?
Yeah, what the fuck is wrong with me? We weren't even married. What? 6 years.
Yeah, or 7. You're not doing too good there. It's an old man thing. 2 old years equals 1 normal year. That and Dora Engelund really tore you a new one. A big one.
Who was she?
Incredibly bangable.
Hey! You're talking about my ex, not white here.
She was extremely fuckable, Harry. Gorgeous. A gorgeous bourgeois woman. Wayfish. Like a Welkin, basically.
Snow Welkin. Blonde Welkin. Payne Welkin.
I've only seen a picture, but it's obvious you formed
Jesus
a real
fucking Christ.
spiritual connection with how pretty she was. One you never recuperated from.
Look, the sun is going down. It's time to go home.
I think she taught
I've
in
got
the
more
Académie
questions.
des Arts, east of the river. Way east. Hard to say which came first, the middle-class chick or the drink. Egg and the chicken kind of thing. My point is, you need to see a psychiatrist about this shit. Not a psychologist. Several degrees harder. Is there something harder than a psychiatrist? A forensic psychiatrist? Go talk to that.
In other words, he's heard enough about this.
Who am I?
Who are you? You're a gym teacher, Harry.
What?
Well, obviously you're not a gym teacher anymore, but
What I was?
Before you were a cop, you were a gym teacher in Coron. It's getting really cold outside. Should we maybe...
Really? That doesn't explain a lot.
Harry, it explains everything. The running around, the jumping, the bicep girth, your inexplicable facial hair.
The collection of phone spots where I amassed.
Some of your more old school social views. Your love of retro style dance music.
The raw, robust stamina output.
Oh.
Also, this guy. Just everything about this guy. And this guy, too. God, even this javelin throwing freak here.
Oh god. Contact Mike.
Of course. Contact Mike.
he's been on
That's how I
about
know
Mike
him.
again. I hate that guy.
Why? Contact Mike. A reprise of the most inspiring basic sporting principle of open competition. A 5,000 to 1 rank outsider. When was this? When was I a gym teacher? You say it was in Coron? I was there?
Yes, you taught gym in Cool. I believe that's the term. Taught gym at a high school. You were a high school gym teacher.
The smell of sweat and glue. The worn floorboards. Coudon is just east of Jamro. It was a short walk every morning to the baseball field or the sports building.
High school. Harry, your goings-on with Kuno, Andre, Assel, the whole thing on the ice. That's why you are so juvie.
Oh. That's why it's so easy for me to talk to the kids? Or to younger people than me? To juvenile delinquents? I used to teach them. Well, not these, obviously, but other delinquents. When was that?
In your 20s or late 20s. You've really let yourself go since then.
30 years ago. Why did I join the RCM?
The regular. You found some chick. She inspired you to fight the big fight. Be more than you are. All that.
You, every morning, walking from
I
Voyager
became a cop
Road
because
to
of a
teach
woman?
gym. She, leaving for the academy with her spring coat on. the air filled with the smell of smoke and raspberries, and incredible hope. An ocean full of hope.
Contact Mike.
Oh, you don't say. Does he also vault an impassable gulf of finance and privilege?
It is getting cold out.
She's being very insistent on this. What if the old man doesn't survive?
I knew it. I knew no normal human being can run like that. He's an honest-to-God gym teacher.
Seem to be so proud of me. Thanks, bro. Precinct 41, what kind of a station is it?
Us? We're the bloody murder station, haven't you heard? We're the bad guys. No one likes us.
Why?
That's not true. Jamrock is too big for one precinct. You're just understaffed. And everyone respects the 41st. You have Captain Price.
Thank you, Lieutenant. You're being kind. It is an understaffed station and the district is too big, which is why we need to...
The OTs head northward.
Get back to it. We left Torsen and McLean to run the Sea Wing. It's not good.
Torsen and McLean?
Mac the Torso Torsen and Chester McLean. They're not fit to run a wing. Believe me. Things are shaky as it is.
Shaky?
They
What's
are
happening?
damn iconic though. Torsen and McLean.
An iconic duo, I take it.
Yeah, not like us. Two clinically depressed old men. Where's the contrast here? We are garbage.
Well, the girl doesn't seem to be clinically depressed. And the Sea Wing is...
God. There are 4 wings, Harry. A, B, C, and D. We're in C. It's made of losers and clock punchers. You and I reconceptualized it as a task force. It was a mistake.
There's also a lot of outside help involved, not only me. Other losers too.
He's anything but a loser. Although he would like to be seen as one. It's cooler that way.
Yeah, figures. Did you recently shoot up a church by any chance? Shoot up a church? Price is our
Ptolemy
captain.
Price? He's the son of the old Price, one of the founders of the RCM.
Ooh.
He's one of the most highly regarded men in the force. You're lucky.
Somewhere under the curved roof of a former silk factory, shaped like a ladybird with 2 chimneys, Police Captain Ptolemy Price sits behind a heavy wooden desk. Resident medic Nix Gottlieb pours him coffee. It's silent in the captain's office. They speak of change, the city, the tension on the streets. They speak of the events of April and the blood on the streets in May.
Did you recently shoot up a church by any chance?
So he remembers that. Yes, there may have been a raid on some churches. It wasn't good press.
Shooting up churches never is. I was out of town, to be clear.
What happened? Why did we need to go there?
Our enemies were hiding in a church, to the best of our information. That's it. I'm not talking about this anymore. Your security clearance is shit tier right now. You have to wait for it to go up.
So I work in the bloody murder station?
Okay, it's not the bloody murder station. It's an old converted silk mill with green desk lamps and a coffee corner. A lot of good people work there, hard, every day.
Jamrock is the largest ghetto in Rivershore. Faubourg, technically, but it's divided into 11 districts. Jamrock only has us.
The press will blow over. Jamrock is lucky to have you, and it's often considered to be the greatest of the districts. You're lucky to have it.
Thank you again, Lieutenant.
The Phasmid, I need to tell Lena about this ASAP.
Who is Lena?
She lives at 1113 Tabernacle Road in Jamrock.
Yes, I do. A cryptozoologist. She lives in Jamrock on Tabernacle Road. She told me about this Phasmid.
Tabernacle? It's on the way over. Near where you live on Perdition.
Fine, if we're gonna drop you off anyway.
She and her husband were conducting the search for the Phasmid. It's their discovery, in part. They should know as soon as possible. It would do you good to deliver some positive news for a change.
She is going to be over the moon. Watch
Both
out
of them.
or she'll faint.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi, what will we do now?
Well,
go back to his
First, I
precinct,
will
I guess?
go back to my station and write the most detailed report anyone has ever seen. It will have to be good to cover all these. Then I will have a serious talk with my captain.
What? About what?
Detective, we just stopped a small-scale war. Something is happening to Revachol.
Yeah. He pulls up his collar and looks around. The cold spring light reflects in the lenses of his glasses. I feel the real perpetrator is... We should really be careful about is Edgar and Everard. If we are to believe the words of the deserter, Edgar is the real enemy.
I don't know what yet, but it's going to be a hard spring for the
The real
RCM.
danger.
We need to get ready, infiltrate, investigate.
Distant traffic. A scrap of newspaper drifts by, carried by the wind.
Want to do that at Station 41?
Talk to Captain Price? I'd rather not ruffle the feathers of two captains with my doom-mongering.
No, I mean investigate. Come work in Precinct 41.
Work with Price?
And me,
I'm
dummy.
flattered, but I don't know if I...
This truly came as a surprise to him. Not a bad one, but he's at a loss.
Flattered? You're Lieutenant Kitsuragi. We would be flattered if you even considered.
Oh, he's famous.
I would have to tie things up in GRIH first. But, I mean, whatever is coming, Jamrock will be more central to it than the harbor.
The lieutenant turns very serious all of a sudden.
And we also have a huge caseload, Lieutenant. Piles that we need to get back to. Mountains, even.
I do like the sound of that.
Recruit Detective Kim Kitsuragi. Woo!
He's really considering it.
I'm ready.
Good.
She looks at you, then Vic Mayor.
Fuck it, let's go.
Jean.
Tron brought his motor carriage. It's a 20-minute drive to Jamrock.
Under the evening sky, the great district turns on its lights. A chessboard of wooden houses, 80,000 living souls inside. Fire traps as far as the eye can see, from Main Street to Precinct 41 atop the motorway, to Boogie Street forking into the dark horizon. You close your eyes and hear the dogs bark. A lone woman sits by a factory window, dreaming of meteorite strikes. On Rue de Saint-Jérôme, a square bullet slides into a square-shaped chamber. In Old South, a man without eyelids smiles. Spring has come. It's time. Torsen? Yes. McLean? Yes. Heidelstein? No. Vicmair? Yes. Dubois? Yes.
Heidelstein? Wait, who's Heidelstein?
Really? Nick Gottlieb looks up from the list. I hear he's quite unstable. You say that like it's a bad thing. Captain Ptolemy Price gestures with a ballpoint pen. It's dim in his office, and the curtains are drawn. Harry's our man. He'll pull through, and when he does, he'll side with Revachol. Understood. Gottlieb returns to the list. Minot? Of course.
Wonderful. Then can we please just go back to Jamrock now?
Yeah? Hey, finally going to Jamrock! Is Kim coming? Okay. Don't leave me alone, partner. Hey, that was it? Holy shit! Man, that was fantastic. that was seriously one of the most interesting games I've played. I just wish... I wish I knew more about politics. I'm sure I would have appreciated even more, like Marvel. So we got past it. We left some loose ends, right? We couldn't show empathy to Kuno. No surprise there, really. And I'm not sure if I got the task about realizing if I'm peon of La Puta Madre. But, man. That was seriously something else. Now, would I recommend it? It depends. The one issue that I really have with this game is that it really doesn't have much of a gameplay. It's more of a visual novel. And I do like to get some action, you know, in video games. But, you know, the story and the way you progress through it, by finding all of those seemingly completely unrelated details about the world, and then slowly connecting the dots and realizing that they tie up to the main quest. It was really well crafted. I suppose starting this game anew with a completely different build will yield a completely different experience, because you'll be progressing differently. Some of the chicks will be locked to you, others will be easier. Yeah, I'll definitely play more of it. One day. Oh man. I think it's over. Wait, and it's only been 2 hours. Alright, I have an idea. How about this, chat? I am gonna go on a break. And actually, first I'm gonna restart the stream. Then I'm gonna start a quick break. And we're gonna go play some Neo 2. How about it? I've been playing a little bit in my free time. And I'd love to show it some of it to you guys. It just finished? Yeah. It's finished, that's it. I mean, we found our murderer. We finished almost all of the other side tasks that we had. I don't know how many different endings the game have. I guess one of it would be if I fucked up really bad during this entire playthrough, especially when Kim was around. I guess one of the endings would be to demote me or fire me. Maybe even send me to an asylum. Put the phone in my pockets for 5 minutes. You can see it in the vault if you want. Yeah, this whole conversation that we had with our colleagues was essentially the ending, the last part of the game. Huh. It was I don't know how to describe it, man. I'm very conflicted about this game. Hey, Leo! Welcome in, bro! Yeah, I just finished it. Like, just now. Oh, right, you were playing Pathfinder. Guys, go check out Leo Tracks, another Bulgarian streamer like me and an old friend of mine. How's your day, Leo? Добро утро. Ей, свърши ми шоколада. At work? Sorry. Yeah, so we finished this, but it's still early in the stream. I'm thinking of playing some Neo 2, actually. And also, guys, I was thinking maybe to go into a week, do one week pause, 1 week break, because man, this game was really long and taxing, okay? Because there wasn't a lot of action. I'm sorry, it was interesting to play, but I also felt very, very tired after every stream. Mainly because you don't do a lot, you know? You just follow the dialogue. And the next game that we are planning to play is Yakuza 6, which is yet another huge game. So before we jump into that, I was thinking of doing a little break, like 1 week. I hope you guys can survive without me for a week. You think you can do that? Disco Elysium 2 Return of Kuno. This game is gonna flop so hard unless it gives you the option to shoot Kuno in the face, or to at the very least to sucker punch him. If you want action, check Hell Let Loose. Nah, you told me about this game. I'm not really into PvP. I'm gonna get some action right now with Neo 2. I'm just waiting for the credits because I want to see if there's a scene, a post-credit scene, you know? Wait, how many teams does this game have? LQA? What's LQA? Localization? Excuse me. Localization group, Right. I don't know what else to tell you. Hey, here's something you want to discuss. Can you all agree that putting your caps here is the dumbest invention in recent years? Can anyone tell me why every single company that provides their product in the form of plastic bottles decided to suddenly decided to do this shit and stick the cap to the bottle? Why? How did this happen all over the world? How did we allow this? No, they should talk about this in Disco Elysium 2. The cap stuck to the bottle. This will be the downfall of our society, man. This is how you start getting demoralized. If you haven't been already. It annoys the side out of me. It annoys the side out of anyone, man. I haven't heard of anyone saying this is a good invention. And the strange thing is, everybody started doing it. Is this because of some sort of regulations? Did somebody came with the genius idea that if you put the cap with a little stronger plastic holding it, it won't get thrown, like you won't be littering with caps? Is that the issue that was being addressed? If so, first of all, it doesn't work because everybody's just staring the caps away from the plastic. And then if you lose it, you lose it. It's the same shit. It's just more annoying to do it now. How is the thing humanity is doing? If people like that come up with such brilliant ideas are the same people that actually have authority and the power to change things. I mean, look at this. Somebody came with this ingenious idea and now we have to deal with this. We're doomed, man. If we listen to people like that, we're fucking doomed. I don't care, but I collect camps for the charity, so it's a noise to me. It's annoying, yeah. It's pointless. Ah, no postgrade. All right. And yeah, guys, that was Disco Elysium. It was fun, but it was also very depressing. Keep that in mind. I think if you're in good mental health, everyone should play this game at least once. And if you're really into politics, you should definitely play it. Like, I couldn't appreciate it to its fullest, because I am political noob. Right? I don't have the knowledge. It was never interesting to me, honestly. But for someone like Black Marvel, who's really into politics, he simply adores this game, and I get him. I get it. So yeah, that's my take on it. Now, I'm just gonna stop the stream for a minute and start a new one because I want another VOD to be generated to stop this one here, okay? So I'm gonna start a new one. We're gonna change title and category. We're gonna play some Neo 2 till the end of the stream. And yeah, just give me guys a second, okay?